What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something pretty exciting to the 6.7 here. It's going to change up the front end and complete the look I've been wanting to go for after I got these tires. And I finally went ahead and picked up one of these Ranch Hand bumpers. Brand new Ranch Hand Legend series. And I'm going to try to get it out tonight using this crane here I got. Hopefully I don't mess nothing up. And over here we got the instructions for it. I'm just about to start cutting into these. It's the Ranch Hand Legend series on my 13 6.7. So let's get this thing out first, and then I'll get back with you guys when we try to take the old bumper off. Obviously my old bumper, the paint match one, is still good. I mean, if anyone's interested, don't even bother texting me though, because I'm not going to sell it. I'm keeping that in the lower valence off to the side somewhere in the barn. I'll find a spot for it, because if I ever want to sell this truck in the future, I don't want to let this expensive ass bumper go with it. I'll just put the stock stuff back on. Or if I ever want to go back to stock, I'll still have the parts and not have to source another bumper and repaint it, etc. So I am going to be keeping it, but I'm probably going to have this Ranch Hand on for a long time. That brand new powder coat, can't get any better than that. I guess if any of you guys are wondering how these go on, I'll probably try to get a couple clips of how I do it. Right here's the instructions that came with it. I guess if you got a used one that don't have the instructions, you want to look at these, you could pause the video and zoom in or whatever on what you need. In addition to the instructions in that little package, looks like 2 brackets that are gonna probably go between the bumper and the frame, and a bag full of hardware, so that's nice. I'm hoping that the actual fog lights still work. If we look at the bumper here, there's this bracket here with like a thing to protect them. I'm hoping that I can use my factory fog lights, especially because I just upgraded them to LED like a week ago. And also we got that nice mesh there, opening for the tow hooks. Looks like everything on this is super strong. It's definitely a well-built bumper. I think these are American made too. So here she is. We got a whole bunch of random stuff to keep it from getting scratched on the floor. I'm thinking I'm going to use the engine stand to actually hold it up to the truck. But so far I went ahead, I just took my license plate off so I don't mess it up, because I'm going to want to put it on the new one, but that part doesn't really matter. I'm leaving the lower valence on. I went ahead and I took the bulbs out of the fog lights so I don't mess them up. And I took any piece of wiring and disconnected it from the bumper and just have it free hanging. And next, the instructions say to remove these brackets for the bumper. Mine are 13 millimeter. Looks like there's 2 on each side right here. I'm gonna have to do it with a hand wrench. And then once the bumper's off, I'll worry about the ones to get rid of that whole bracket. Because looking over here at the new bumper, I'm not seeing anywhere where that bracket would go to. So it looks like this doesn't use them. So not bad. I'll fight those other ones off. Hopefully I can just take it with the impact once the bumper's out of the way. But after that, it looks like we got these 2 18 millimeters on both sides, and then the bumper's off. All right, so here we are. We got our old one off. That was really easy. Ford does a great job making these bumpers easy to get off. Looks like our next step is going to be 3 15 millimeter bolts for each tow hook to remove them boys. So I'm going to do that. I went ahead and I took them brackets off like I said I was going to. Ripped them off the impact, labeled them left and right in case I ever need to put this back on. And I got all the bolts that I took off where they need to go, because this thing's probably going to sit in some old shed at the farm for like 80 years. And if I ever need to put the old one back on, I want to know what's what. So I'm about to zip these tow hooks and bracket off and get them sitting somewhere to the side too. I think I reused the tow hooks, but I'm imagining that bracket and possibly the bolts won't get reused. All right, so I got to tighten this one up yet. I just got it hand tight. But this one in here's drawn in tight. It's a little weird, that bracket almost fits weird, but I'm sure it'll bend it back straight when I tighten them down. But that's how we're looking. You use a wrench to hold it on the inside. Still got to tighten this side up a bit more yet, it looks like. And then turns out you reuse the factory bolts for that tow hook. I guess the next clip will probably be with the bumper on, because I don't even know how I'm gonna hook it to this jack yet. I might get a picture if you guys are trying to figure this out too and you have an engine jack, but it's probably not gonna be too pretty of a sight trying to fight this on. I'll see what I can get though. So basically, you've seen how I had that set up with the engine stand, and then I went under there and just started tightening the bolts around until I got it where I wanted. And now she's basically on. We got the license plate on. About to take the old bumper here. I gotta mess with this to get the fog lights switched around, but once I do that and get the fog lights in, I'll pull it outside and give you guys a walk around. All right, so it's the next day. It's all on. We have the fog lights and all that switched over. Light bars on. Brand new. The only thing is I feel like it's kind of like slanted forward. I got to see if maybe I can adjust them brackets on the frame. What I'm probably going to do is put a floor jack with the board on that bottom brace, and then I'm going to loosen them bolts back up and try to jack it up, because it's kind of bugging the shit out of me having it on that weird angle. I wish it was actually like straight. But not too bad. It did definitely squat the front end down pretty hard. You can see right there, it almost looks like it's not even lifted anymore, and that's a 3-inch lift compared to the back. Makes me want to get like the leveling spacers to put in there, but I'll probably never even do that. But not too bad of an install, pretty heavy. You can see I used that engine stand as a big help in getting it on. But anyway, that's all I got for today. So let me know what you guys think about the new bumper, and I'll see you in the next video.